Hi, my name's Paul Seal from codeshare.co.uk. I've been playing with ChatGPT lately, and I've used it to create a Chrome extension. And this Chrome extension, I'll show you what it can do. It can, where you've got a Vimeo video that says you need to log in to watch it, you can click on my Chrome extension, and now you can watch that video without having to have logged in. And also,
Take a
like
day or
one of
two
my
before it's
videos that's
ready.
got ads on it. Because it can be embedded, and when you embed a video it doesn't have the ads on it, then just by clicking on my extension now it will just play my video without the ads over it. So that's what I'm going to do on this video. Just going to show you how I got to doing that, all with ChatGPT. I didn't write a single line of code myself, so let me show you how I did it. So I just want to go through the history of the conversation. I think it's quite an interesting one that just shows you what you can achieve. I mean, it's not anything major, but let's just have a look. So I started off just saying, write some HTML and JavaScript for me. I just basically wanted a form with a text box and a submit button. So it came up with this. So I just copy that, and then I will paste it into this. So I've just got a file called video.html, and I've saved it on my desktop. So if we just do that, and we can launch this video.html, and this is it. So this, from what I asked ChatGPT, it gave me this, and it was pretty close already. So if I take this, and then I think the first version breaks, but let's take this, and then I go to here and I paste that in and submit. It's pretty good. It gave me the video, and you can watch it, and there are no ads because it's an embedded video. Well, that's good. That's interesting. So then
Hi, my name is.
I like that, and then I thought about this, and because it remembered my history, I came back to it today. I was like, oh, okay. One thing I've noticed is if you've got other things in the query string, which we had there, it breaks the video. So if we reload the page again, paste that in there, it breaks that. So I asked it to be a bit more clever and to actually look for the ID in the URL. It might not necessarily be the the end of the URL. So with some more code from ChatGPT, paste that in there and save. Oh, actually, I'll just do it like that and save. And then if I go back to this, reload, and then grab my YouTube video URL, paste that in, and it's clever enough to work it out. So yay, that's good. And if I want, I can just press play, do full screen, great stuff. And that is
Then add
actually
this
playing.
cleaned up.
But I wanted to do more. So what did I ask it to do next? So I said make it work with Vimeo videos as well. So it would be good if there was a Vimeo video. I didn't realize this, but a side effect is like this one. You have to be logged in here to watch this. Well, with this form, I could just reload this, paste in a Vimeo video. It doesn't work yet, but if I go to the ChatGPT output and get the one that works with Vimeo, and then put it in here, and then press save, I'll reload the page, paste in the Vimeo video, submit that, and it works. It loads in that. And before you needed to have been logged in, but because it's an embeddable Vimeo video, I don't need to log in. So again, really good. So I wanted to do more than that. So I said to it, remove the title. That was silly of me. I should have said the H1 element. It took off the title element off the top, just this bit here, which was a bit stupid. I didn't mean that. I meant, up here you've got this title. I just didn't want that. I should have said remove the H1 element. So I did, and then it brought it back without the H1 element. I mean, I don't really need to copy this, but I will just to show you, so we get the whole journey. And again, I've not needed to know any of this code that it's written. So now it's a lot simpler. And if we just run that, yeah, we're there. So that's all right. And then I was like, well, I want it to be full screen, to be honest. So now change it so when you submit the form, it loads the page without the video URL in the query string. Oh, with the query URL in the query string, and read it from there instead of the form text box. So I wanted it to be up here, like in a query string, and load it in from there. So I wanted to submit the form. Oh, if I paste that into here, I wanted to submit the form, but when it submits the form, I want it to put it in on the end of the query string, so like this, and then load it in from the query string, and it did. So it's good. But I knew where I was going with this, and I knew I wanted to make it into a Chrome extension. And before I did that, I just wanted it to get it to be a full width and height video. So I asked it, now change the embed to take up the full width and height of the screen when the form is submitted, so the text box for the video URL is only present when you first load the page without a query string. So it gave me some more code, so I'll copy that code. And this video isn't really about the code, so sorry if you're trying to look at the code. It's more about the journey and the story. Now if I reload this, you see it's got that on there. But if I was to just start again without a query string, and I found that I had to tab, so Windows and V, paste in my video, and then just press enter, or yeah, there we go. So it loads it in full screen, the whole video. So what did I ask it next? I said then, can you create a Chrome extension which loads this page with the current URL of the page where the extension gets clicked? Now it had a go, but it got a bit confused and it gave me something that I didn't want. And it just got messed up. And I tried again. I was like, no, just create a Chrome extension which basically loads it in to that current page. So it will take, what did I say? Tell me again how to create a Chrome extension that opens the page with the video embed form and pre-fills the form with the URL of the current page that you're viewing. And it says, sure, here are the steps to create a Chrome extension that does that. So it even tells you how to create the Chrome extension, how to enable it. So it's brilliant. So create a folder on your computer to store your extension files. So I did. And that I put it in here called video player. I created the manifest JSON file like it says there, and then pasted that in it, and then create a file called pop-up, and then I didn't need that. I got it to simplify it again, and I just said change it so that when you click on the extension it takes the current URL and passes it into the query string of this page. You see, because this is where I was having my this is the URL that I was using basically. I wanted it to just put the video URL at the end of this, and it did that for me and it created this. But the only problem was when I hit that, as you it basically, the Chrome extension couldn't load the page because it didn't really recognize this as a URL. So I did one extra step, and that was where the file is, the video file. I basically took the video file, I put it in here called index.site. Like if you load this, it's just this. Remember, it was just what we had before. It's exactly this. So they're exactly the same. I put that into this folder called video player site. I then pointed IIS, so I just did add new website, and if you go to basic settings, I just pointed it at that folder, and I set the bindings using videoplayer.localtest.me. That was it. And then I updated my Chrome extension code, so I did what it told me to do. So I had a JavaScript file called background.js. I had my manifest, which looked exactly like that. I had an icon file, which was the play icon. And I put all that together, and then instead of file blah, 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 I tell a lie, I did write this bit of code. I just changed the URL basically to point to this. So instead of it being like that, I just told it to be like that. So it's a a website to visit. So now that then it said to me how to add it to Chrome. So I think I can add it to Edge as well. So if I do manage extensions and then you enable developer mode and then load unpacked, and then if I choose a video player and select folder, that will load that in there. So now I can show that in here, and then I can go to one of those video pages. So this is it working in Chrome, but basically I think Chrome extensions are the same. So it says you need to log in. Well, click my link, click my extension, and now it just loads it for me straight away. So yeah, that is it really. I've in the space of, I don't know how long it took, it wasn't very long at all, just had a little conversation with ChatGPT, and it's created the code, everything I needed to create a Chrome extension for myself. So I'm not trying to show you how to get around adverts and all of that. It's more just an interesting story and an interesting approach to take it from just a conversation with ChatGPT to something that I will find useful if I ever don't want to log in on here, or I want to watch my own YouTube videos without adverts. I can just click on that and away I go. So switch back to camera. So I hope you like the video. If you do, please click on like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll do some more videos probably about Umbraco and stuff like that. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.